Mccrackins on location in Mccrackins Corner with Mark Kennetz of Seventh Heaven. How you doing today, Mark?
I am feeling good, man. Feeling good. Feeling good. Friday night, just got done playing a show. Went well.
You've been playing as a career bassist with Seventh Heaven for how long?
Since 2003.
2003.
15 years, man.
15 years.
15 years. A lot of different stages in this band.
Touring in a band.
You know what? It kind of hit me when I was about my sophomore year. I was about 15, 16 years old. Nirvana came out with "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and that kind of would change my life. When I was really into sports, it changed it. I got into music. Right? It's really that's where I envisioned myself. That's what I wanted to do.
What instrument, if any, was particular that you were interested in, other than the bass?
Drums, and then guitar as well. I started off on guitar, and then a lot of bands were always looking for bass players. Every band always had a guitar player. There's always bands looking for bass players, and so that's how I snaked my way through the scene. Hey, you need a bass player? I'm your guy. And I had the long blonde hair. I really had like a musical awakening around my sophomore year. I didn't know who Led Zeppelin was. I wasn't into rock music. I just listened to whatever was on B96 and all that. That's what's kind of like what I was exposed to until about my sophomore year, and then I got into all the guitar driven rock, and that's when I was like, oh, I want to start a band. When my sophomore year, I kind of got
any
into
horns?
rock and roll. No horns, man.
So what's your favorite instrument to play as far as manufacturing?
I did the Ernie Ball Music Band for a while. I had probably about 7 or 8 of those basses, and each one got stolen, one I left at a gig, one got, each one had its own demise. 3 or 4 years ago, I just wanted to change, so I started going to Fender P-Bass, and I've been doing all Fender P-Basses. My third one right now that I'm playing at right now.
Color makes a difference?
Yeah, no, the color, I try to mix up the colors. The colors make it pop a little bit,
Did you ever have a show where you actually broke a string?
Oh yeah, a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times. I'm actually known as the string.
So how do you fake? Do you fake it, or
I'm very hard. Depending on the song, I can get away with it. Depending on the string and the song. A lot of times I'll just stop playing and just like Gary, give me I have 2 basses, so I just have to grab my other one, switch it out, and then go back on. Yeah, but I do break a lot of strings more than a lot of other bass players. I ride it hard. That's the bad thing in my life. I always break everything in my life.
I've noticed that, but I've never actually seen that happen.
Oh, really?
Maybe you do it as you're like a magician, and
No. Usually, yeah. There's times I broke 2 in one show, man. Yeah, for sure, man.
So as you evolved in Seventh Heaven, being the bassist, you began singing some songs, and you tend to do more like a rap type of version.
Yeah.
Is that something that gears to your personality?
Yeah, because I'm not a singer per se, man. I'm more of a yeller, screamer. Look at me, like hey, type of guy. Kind of made that work for me. My own little niche. You know what I'm saying? So I've fronted a band. I've wrote songs. I've wrote albums. With Richie, we wrote a couple songs together as well. Hopefully, we can write a little bit more, man. So I would like to really get into just a little bit, man.
So I've never seen on a show. Have you ever changed up where you've had to fill another position on stage?
I haven't, but the other guys have.
And I also noticed something about you, which is unique to. You're unique in your performance. You're unique in your singing, and you always go on stage shoeless. So how did that come to light?
10, 12 years ago, I was at a battle of the bands, and the singer had just socks on. And I was like, I like that, man. It's kind of cool. And I was doing the socks thing for a while, and it was ruining my socks. And I had like the elf feet going on with the top of the socks just flopping around. It was off. I did it for a while, and then I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of lame now. I'm just gonna put my shoes back on now. And then people were like, yo, man, what happened? Like it kind of like just became my thing. Kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of sped off it. People kind of liked it, so I just I started doing it. Now I can't go without, I can't go on stage with shoes on.
So just keep a foot bath there when you get off, right?
Yeah.
What about splinters and stuff like that?
I had it all, man. We played a college show that had glass in my feet, splinters. I had a nail stuck in my foot.
It's not a deterrent for you.
No, man, no. I just fell out of my foot. This chunk of glass, and I had to rip it out. And then yeah, I was good after that, but yeah, a lot of blood.
Beautiful life on. What is that instrument you play?
That's a ukulele.
Ukulele?
Yeah. And Adam recorded it with a mandolin, and then we came up with the idea, like, yo, man, you play the ukulele, why don't you play it on... playing the ukulele was a Taylor Swift interview. She said every songwriter should have a ukulele because it's supposed to be easy songwriting instrument, and it is. Whoever steps out there, get your ukulele.
YouTube?
No, YouTube, yeah. YouTube, any song I wanted to learn, I just learned the chords, and the next thing I know, I was writing my own songs on it. So,
because you look very comfortable and natural playing ukulele.
yeah, I know, it's a very easy instrument, man, especially if you're into stringed instruments already. Yeah, every finger pattern is a chord on there, so it's really cool.
Okay, Mark, now I gotta ask you, I'm a normal heterosexual guy, but I gotta ask you about the back bend. The back bend, when you're playing the bass guitar, the back bend.
That's another one of my signature moves, man. You know, but
is that choreographed? I mean, who teaches the choreograph on the stage? You guys just wing it?
Yeah, just wing it, man. And I've always been a big show person, man. I was a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan growing up, and I was always blown away about their act on stage. You know, they were always very physical, shirts off. You know, really a lot of energy, and that's what I kind of grew up, and that's what I wanted to emulate.
Because you guys actually give energy out to the crowd, and the crowd feeds on it and brings it back, and it's just a big continuity.
For sure.
You got a transformer going on out there. It's crazy.
I feed off that, man, for sure. Yeah, especially when you're doing this many shows, you kind of sometimes need the crowd to give you a little bit back. You just have good crowds, man. So
when you do a show, sometimes you guys do 3 shows a day. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
When you're doing your 3rd show, what gives you that drive? How do you get up on stage every time and do the same performance when you're doing 3 shows in one day?
This is what I signed up for, and I want to be good at what I do, you know. So you have to dig deep to do it, then, you know, you feel good about afterwards doing it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, sometimes it's work, you know, it's not all, you know, hey, rock and roll, you know. It has its ups and downs, and I'm still having a good time, man. I'm still having a good time doing what I do. Way better than any 9 to 5 job that I will ever get. So I'm gonna ride the wave, man.
Let me ask you about Living in Danger. How did that evolve? Where did that come from?
Yeah, we're releasing a new album. Richie was like, hey, I got a shell of a song. I want to give it to you so you can come up with anything for it. You know, I got it, and I came up with you know, the verses. He had the chorus already. And that's how that song came apart, man. We should do that more often, man, because I thought it was pretty good.
It's a kick-ass tune, actually.
Yeah, it's all right, man. I think we could actually make it better ones than that, you know, just for a one-off. That was the only song we really wrote together.
Well, clearly you guys are evolving, and as the years go on, you're getting better and better. I mean, it's pretty impressive to see over the years, as a fan myself, to see the way you guys are evolving. You know, I wish you the best. Well, Mark Kennetz, thank you for the interview.
Right on, man.
And it's good talking to you.
Yeah.
Mccrackins Corner. Mccracken out!